within a magical forest lived a clever and kind rabbit named Remy. Remy was a hero to all the animals in the forest. Whenever any of his animal friends were in trouble, he would always be there to help them. He was small but brave, quick but kind, and he had a heart as big as the sun. One day, something strange began to happen in the forest. The streams that the animals drank from dried up. The trees that provided them with food and the flowers that provided them with water began to wither and die. All the animals were very worried. They didn't know what to do or where to go. When Remy heard about this, he knew he had to do something. "I'm going to find out what's happening and how we can fix it," he said. And with that, Remy set off on an exciting adventure through the forest. On his way, he came across a little squirrel who had climbed up a tall tree but couldn't remember how to get down. "Hello, little squirrel," said Remy. "How can I help you?" "Oh, I can't get down from this tree," cried the squirrel. "I climbed up here when I saw some yummy nuts, but now I'm too scared to jump from this height." Remy thought for a moment. He was a small rabbit, but he had a big heart and an even bigger brain. He took a deep breath and said, "Don't worry, little squirrel, I'll help you." Remy then asked all the birds that were sitting on the tree branches to fly to the squirrel and create a safe passage for him to jump from branch to branch until he reached the ground. And with that, the birds flapped their wings and created a safe passage for the squirrel to jump to safety. "Thank you, Remy," said the squirrel. "You're such a good friend." But Remy just smiled and said, "We're all friends here. That's what friends are for." Then the little squirrel told Remy that the stream that they were standing next to had run dry. "If you want to find water, you have to go further into the forest," she said. And with that, the squirrel disappeared into the bushes. Remy continued on until he came across a group of rabbits playing by a dried-up riverbed. "Hello," said Remy. "Is this river always dry?" "It's only been dry since this morning," said one of the rabbits. "We used to play in this river every day, but now it's so sad and dry." Remy felt bad for the rabbits. He remembered playing in that river when he was just a little bunny, and he knew how much fun they had. "Let's see if we can find some water," he said. And with that, Remy hopped along the dried-up riverbed. As he walked, he found footprints that looked like those of a giant. Said Remy. "I wonder who could have made these huge footprints." Suddenly, a deep voice boomed behind him. "Who's there?" Remy turned around and saw a grumpy-looking turtle with huge footprints. "Oh, hello," said Remy. "I was just wondering whose footprints these were." "These? Oh, these are mine," said the turtle. "I was on my way to the lake to take a bath, but now it looks like I'll be late." "What's wrong?" asked Remy. "The lake will probably be filled with tadpoles and I don't like tadpoles," said the turtle. "But I need to take a bath. Otherwise I'll get all dry and wrinkled." "Well, I can help you," said Remy. "Why don't you ride on my back and I'll take you to the nearest lake?" The turtle thought for a moment. "That would be very helpful," he said. "Thank you, Remy." And with that, Remy and the turtle set off towards the lake. On the way, Remy gathered some flowers and made a crown for the turtle to wear while he took his bath. When they arrived at the lake, the turtle took off his crown and placed it on top of a rock. "Here you go," he said. "For helping me, I'll let you be the first to use my crown." Then the turtle jumped into the lake and swam around happily. After the turtle had taken his bath, he put the crown back on his head and joined Remy on his way back home. Together, they returned the crown to the rock and Remy continued on his way. After a long walk, Remy finally saw a tiny mouse peeking out from behind a log. "Excuse me," said Remy, "can you tell me where I can find some food and water?" "Oh, sure," said the mouse. "There's plenty of food and water at the buffet in the castle, but you must be quick. The king is very stingy and doesn't want to share." "Thank you, little mouse," said Remy. And with that, Remy hurried towards the castle. Remy was determined to find food and water for all the hungry and thirsty animals. All the animals were so grateful to Remy for bringing them food and water. They cheered and celebrated, and Remy felt like the happiest rabbit in the whole wide world.